Then there's this issue about, it always comes up, it was always in the public mind then, and it has continued to be in the public mind today, Muslim public mind I'm talking about. And that is the issue of Abu Bakr and Umar. And there are some people, the way they read history is that they think that the Imams hated Abu Bakr and Umar. And if not hated them, then they felt averse to them, to whichever degree. This is there. It existed then and it exists now. In my humble readings of this whole matter, this wasn't the character of Imam Zayn al-Abidin, Imam Muhammad al-Baqir, and Imam Jafar al-Sadiq. I can say so for the rest of them, but I just did not dwell on it in this preparation. I tend to think like that, but I just didn't cover that territory for you. But there was Imam al-Baqir and also his son Imam al-Sadiq. They had words of a positive connotation when they spoke about Abu Bakr and Umar. Now Uthman doesn't enter into this because Uthman's era you can be objectively critical of that in many ways. So Uthman is not one of these barometers in this context. Imam al-Baqir, who's Imam al-Sadiq's father, he was known for his knowledge of the Quran and the Hadith and the Fiqh. And the Hadith here, when we have the Hadith, some people have the impression that the Imams in Al-Madinah were not aware or were not responsive to the riwayat, to the narratives or the narration of the hadiths that did not come from the line of the Imams. I think this is not an accurate description. Medina was a hub of knowledge, and these Imams heard the hadiths that were quoted by as-Sahaba and the Tabi'een, and if these hadiths were in their own minds non-conflictual with the hadiths they had or their knowledge of the Quran, they had no problems in mentioning these hadiths. Unlike the impression right now, I think that many Muslims from the quote-unquote Shiite persuasion have. One of the reason I'm speaking about Imam Muhammad al-Baqir is because Imam al-Sadiq was born obviously in that family, so he was exposed to by direct contact to his father's own knowledge. So if you get a little sense of the father, then you'll also have a sense of the son. Imam al-Baqir said, "ما دخل قلب امرئ شيء من الكبر إلا نقص من عقله ما دخل." A statement that indicates very deep knowledge and a lot of experience in life and a profound understanding of human nature. This means, what I just read for you, it means every time an iota of arrogance enters into a person's heart, it subtracts from that person's mind. there's a wasiyah, which means words of advice, not a wasiyah in the technical shara'i term, but words of advice by the father to the son, in which he says to him, I caution you not to be lazy and not to be annoyed in life, because these are the keys to everything that is destructive. If you are less than motivated in life, you will not be able to discharge the haqq that you are responsible for. And if you are annoyed in life, you will be incapable of having patience with the haqq that you are attached to throughout your life. And he says, these are just a couple of quotes just to give you a sense of a very deep and thorough understanding of life itself. He says, if you see a scholar who has an affinity with rich people, then he is a materialistic scholar. And if you see a scholar who keeps the company of officials, meaning those who are in power, without any necessity for doing so, then he's a thief. Imam al-Baqir died in the year 114. Some history books say it was the beginning of the year 115 of the Hijrah, of course. Okay, now the wife of Imam Muhammad al-Baqir, which is the mother, who is the mother of Imam al-Sadiq, her name is Farwa bint al-Qasim ibn Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr. So if we went back to those early explanations of the political history that we covered, we can remember that Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr was killed in a very ugly way when he was on the side of Imam Ali in the clash that occurred between Imam Ali and Muawiyah. And so some of these historical chronicles of that time tell us that he was butchered and then stuffed into the stomach of a donkey. Well, that happens to be Imam Sadiq's mother's grandfather. But for some reason, it's not very pronounced among Sunnis or among Shi'is. I know why, and I hope you're getting enough information to understand why. That there's not a spotlight or a shining light placed on the fact that Imam al-Baqir was married to the great-granddaughter of Abi Bakr himself. You'd think that with all the way history is related to us, this can't be. Well, it is. It's a fact of life. Another fact of life is not many people want to speak about it. That's the issue right here. As far as I'm concerned, I think this is a major issue. A lot of people should have their minds concentrated on this. It'll bring the Muslims a little closer to each other, a closeness that we need nowadays.
Unlike Abu Bakr, Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr is very popular among Shias. They respect him a lot because he was supporting Imam Ali.
Yeah, because Imam Ali brought him up. He was brought up in the household of Imam Ali. So Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr and Imam al-Hasan al-Hussein, they were, colleagues, so to speak, very close friends.